What is your American dream?
My American dream is a place where people can live and worship without fear of any violence and culture.
My American dream is to be a full-time artist, and that's what I'm working towards right now.
My American dream is to be successful.
My American dream is to never give up.
My American dream is to love myself so fully that everyone else can see it, and they love themselves so fully they keep spreading it.
Some sleep and to not have Trump as president.
My American dream is to become a designer toy artist.
For America to have a common goal and be able to work together despite differences.
My American dream is that all people have equality and equal access to whatever resources there are in America. So that is my American dream, that we all have an equal playing field, because unfortunately we don't.
A house, a white picket fence, 2.5 kids, and a dog.
So that's the American dream, is just to provide for your family and the people around you, you know?
Everyone has a right to the American dream. Welcome, everybody. September 20th. My name is Brad Bernstein. This show is Brad Show Live, and I have next to me Belgium Kim.
Hey.
Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias. What's going on, guys, today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's my dad's birthday tomorrow. I just realized that when you said September 20th.
Really?
Yes.
It's my birthday a week from today.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yes, 1 week from today is my birthday.
What are we doing?
happening?
Dad and Dr. Dr. Yo-Yo's dad.
Yes.
And Uncle Brad.
Yes.
Both Libras.
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yes, I can't get it out of my
So what are we
mouth.
going to do?
What are we going to do?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we going to do?
Where are you sending us, Brad, for your birthday?
What are we going to do?
We should actually, for real, do a Brad crew type of, event.
An event.
Some
Yes.
sort of like a birthday bash, if you will.
A bash?
A bash.
Outside of New York.
Outside of the United States.
Oh!
Traveling? This is getting crazy.
Yeah.
An international bash planned in a week. We're on it. I'd like to.
Did you say an international dash or an international bash?
bash?
You
Bash.
definitely said an international dash.
An international dash?
But we could
you
dash.
You want to do a 5K for your birthday?
Maybe.
The Brad Bernstein
Internationally.
5K
Yes.
in Jamaica would have 100,000 runners.
By the way, me and the entire Brad squad are going to walk the whole 5K.
Of course. There's just going to be music and dancing.
That's right.
It'll be like a bubble run, Brad.
All right, Sophia Gray, how are you, squad up? Fearless Michelle joining us. Lady Gaza, who's really Lady Hewitt, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Jessica Leamy, Joelle, Dion, how are you? Elizabeth Francis, what's going on? Nikisha Jacobs, Nydia Dan says squad up, dream team. Tracy Haynes, Amike Moxham, and Elizabeth Francis, and Fearless Michelle, Sophia Gray, how are you all? And Jessica Leamy, Joelle. Somebody changed their name, says hello. Tracy Lacey, Landa Fash 30 says hello. Jamila Russell.
Hey.
Taking 2 hours off again.
I like it.
Yes,
That's
Brad
the best way to do
Saporta,
it.
how are you? Squad up, Catherine E. Andres Flores, Georgette McKenzie, happy Friday to you as well. Simone Garraway, Bridget Whittingham, Marlene Rossi, Tally, and Shamoy Moody all saying hello.
Ooh, Lady Gaza's birthday was on Monday.
Ooh, but she is a Virgo.
She is a Virgo.
She is not a Libra, but right on the cusp of being a Libra, which is
Yeah.
probably why I like
Virgo is when? That's like...
and doesn't it always end around like the 19th or the 20th or something, and then it goes to the next one?
But didn't they just change like what the dates were because the planets moved,
Oh,
so the
please.
dates moved? Like
So
it's
somebody all
that
of a
was-
sudden
I think
became
that-
from a Libra to a Virgo? Is that possible?
But I feel like if you were born before the change, you're still
No,
like your grandfathered in.
If you were born before the change, then that's you.
That's
but like,
your sign,
but
because you were
like,
born under those
But if you were
stars.
just
Oh, that's
born
a bunch
after,
of BS.
Yeah, you know that's.
I mean,
What happens is this is like the same thing. Like if you're born on a leap year day, you're only like 6 years old.
Right. See, right.
100%. Yeah, no.
I mean, wait. By the way, I knew somebody who
was born on a leap year.
They celebrated 2 birthdays, both the 28th and the 1st. They had 2 birthdays every day.
What?
Wait, what?
Every year, because it was February 29th, but it's only February 29th once every 4 years.
Right.
So they celebrated on February 28th and on March 1st.
Why?
Because they couldn't figure out which it was.
So they had 2 birthdays.
They had 2 birthdays.
That's genius.
Yes.
And it supersedes the whole birthday month thing because then you can turn it into 2 birthday months.
Correct.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Correcto mundo. Belgium Kim, Jonathan Yo-Yo Ellis, why don't you tell everybody what to do in terms of sharing while we get ready to start schmoozing?
Absolutely. The very first thing that we're going to have you guys do is join the Brad Squad. It makes you the official member. It's the only way you're going to be official. Other than that, you're just a bystander, man. You're just watching. Don't be a bystander. Take action now.
Don't be
by
a wallflower.
joining the Brad Show Live Brad Squad. It's a delightful group. And the first 5 people who post their questions in there every day are the only people who know for sure that their questions are going to be the ones asked on the show because it's the first 5 questions we ask every day during social media check-in. Make sure that when you share the show, it's that share button. You've been on Facebook long enough by now to probably know you know exactly how to share something. Share it as a private message so that they get that little personal touch. Share it as to groups that you're a member of, like the Brad Show Live Brad Squad, but not that one since all those people know that we're live right now and are watching us. But also, make sure to start a watch party. It'll send a notification out to all of your friends, young, old, new, and let them know what you're watching right now and to come watch it with you. It'll be real fun. Make sure that you're telling us all of your thoughts and feelings right in the comments. Tell us, like, if you think that I look real radiant, Brad finds something really funny that he's reading, Jonathan looks cute while he's just like standing there. Whatever you think and feel, write it down in the comments. The most important thing that we want to hear though are your immigration questions, so make sure to drop them in right now because we're going to ask them first come first serve. So if you wait, you may not get an answer to your immigration question and you're going to be fretting about it all weekend. Don't do that. And now, what are we going to do on YouTube, Yo-Yo?
All right, on YouTube. Now, first thing we want you guys to do is subscribe. Subscribe is the red rectangle button that says subscribe. And with that, you are actually also going to press the little bell. I'm trying to get it out. The bell, that's going to give you a notification every single time we go live. All right, that's very important because you never know when we're going to do a pop-up. You never know if we're going to just pop up even on the weekend. Are we going to do a weekend pop-up?
No weekend pop-up.
Woo, woo.
But you would never know if you don't actually hit that button, all right? And also, we definitely need you guys to copy the link and share it. This is Friday. This is Friday, all right? So send a little text message to your friends and family and say, hey, happy Friday. I'm giving you a gift of giving. That's what we're doing. We're the gift of giving.
That's right. We are basically Thanksgiving year long.
There you go. So you guys can be a part of that by sharing. So copy the link and send it in a text blast either on your regular text or WhatsApp, Viper, GroupMe, any way. And you could also send it straight to your social media pages as well, all right? And now, also, you have to put all your social media questions in the comment sections right now. You guys are already losing to anybody who's in the Brad Squad, the actual Brad Squad page, because they get first dibs, first 5 questions. So if you guys haven't added that page yet, you might as well do it now. And I know that we didn't get to a lot of questions yesterday is because you guys are putting in your questions way too late. You need to start with us and you need to stay with us. Watch the whole show, all right? Now put in your social media questions. Last but not least, please give us a thumbs up. Makes us feel good. And this is what you guys have been waiting for. This is when we schmooze with Brad.
What's so funny?
I said it.
You said it correctly.
Coming back from the motherland.
Jonathan Elstein, right?
Right.
Elstein.
Right. There's new revelations of deep in the scandal, Belgium Kim.
Yeah.
Because you don't know any of this news.
Today, I'm going blind.
Over the Trump whistleblower complaint. You're aware of this, Jonathan Elstein, are you?
Yes.
You are. So what happened is that what came out today is Donald Trump, over either 8 conversations or 8 times in one conversation, we're not exactly sure, had suggested something to the Ukrainian president to help Rudy Giuliani who, if you remember, was flying to the Ukraine to get dirt on Joe Biden, to help Rudy Giuliani. The two of them should conspire, the Ukrainian president and Rudy Giuliani, who's Donald Trump's personal attorney, doesn't work for the U.S. government whatsoever, to help conspire to get dirt on Joe Biden's son, because Donald Trump believes that Joe Biden is going to be the presidential nominee for the Democrats, to get some dirt on him, to paint him and his family as crooked. The same exact playbook that he did for Hillary Clinton. Remember, he did the same thing. Russia, if you're listening, please release the 30,000 emails.
Please.
And then Sean Spicer, who has just been Dancing with the Stars, which was just really sad and pathetic. If you remember, he said, oh, he was only kidding. But apparently he wasn't kidding, because there was an entire Mueller report that said that the Russians did go and do these things, but they were never able to connect that Donald Trump and anybody in Russia actually made an agreement to do this, and in terms of some sort of criminal activity. But the Russians did it. They listened to him. And now Donald Trump calls the Ukrainians, right next door to Russia, right on Russia's doorstep, and says, I'm sending my personal attorney out. It has nothing to do with the U.S. government. You give him dirt on Biden.
So what kind of dirt?
But by the way, what's kind of missing from all of this, it hasn't been reported yet, but for the last 6 months, the United States has been withholding $250 million in military aid to the Ukraine.
Wow.
During this entire summer, when Donald Trump said on 8 different occasions, if you believe the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, CNN, and many other credible news sources, that you should help Rudy Giuliani get some dirt on Joe Biden, whether it's true or not. They were going to manufacture it.
That's
insane. And then, what is very, very, very surprising, coincidental? I say no. You tell me. September 13th, 7 days ago, all of a sudden Donald Trump approves the $250 million transfer to the Ukraine. 4 days before the whistleblower became public.
So he found out about the whistleblower.
Exactly.
He found out about the whistleblower.
Exactly.
Like somebody went in and was like, they're spilling all the deets, give them the money now so no one can say that you're withholding the money.
Correct.
Yeah.
So now Trump, the conversation with President Volodymyr Zelensky, that was on July 25th. Now Donald Trump has said, he said he's discrediting this whistleblower. Nobody knows who the whistleblower is. Maybe Donald Trump does. But he's not saying who it is. But he tweeted out yesterday. Now, you asked, this is a rhetorical question, but I think we should answer it. Okay. Is anybody dumb enough to believe that I would say something inappropriate with a foreign leader while on such a potentially heavily populated telephone call?
Yes. I am definitely that dumb enough to believe that he would say something inappropriate.
Jonathan, yes or no?
I'm absolutely that dumb enough.
So dumb.
You are.
That
yes.
dumb. Sure.
Julian, the TriCaster guy, are you dumb enough to believe that he would have done it? Julian, the TriCaster guy, is not here.
Coolio,
the replacement TriCaster guy. Coolio, the replacement TriCaster guy, says he is dumb enough too.
This is going to be a fun game show. Yes. Are you dumb enough? Is a great game show.
I like that.
And it's all, are you smarter than Donald Trump?
Right.
And are you
now this morning, Donald Trump tweeted, strange that with so many other people hearing or knowing of the perfectly fine and respectful conversations that I had, that you would not have that nobody else has come forward. Here's the question. Do you know the reason why they did not? Because there was nothing said wrong. It was a pitch perfect 3, maybe. Maybe Pitch Perfect 3 movie?
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
What was the woman, Anna,
Kendrick?
Kendrick, yes.
I do love me some Anna Kendrick.
Pitch Perfect. It was Pitch Perfect conversation. Belgium Kim, are you dumb enough to believe that Donald Trump would not have a pitch perfect conversation.
He has only ever had pitch perfect conversations, Brad. I would never believe otherwise.
So you believe Donald Trump?
So wholeheartedly. I'm that dumb, for sure, sure.
No, because you're saying you're
smart.
believing him. You're smart.
That's true.
That means you are smart
Yeah,
and
that's
you
a good
believe
point.
him.
Yeah.
Baby boy over here is dumb enough to believe
Dumb enough
it.
to believe that maybe he did not have
Yes.
a pitch perfect
Yes.
Right.
conversation.
Yes.
Coolio, the replacement TriCaster guy. Are you smart enough or dumb enough to believe that maybe he didn't have a pitch perfect conversation? He does not believe he had a pitch perfect conversation. Now many people, including Belgium Kim, baby boy over here,
Baby boy Dr. Yo-Yo.
baby boy Dr. Yo-Yo, and replacement guy Coolio.
Julian, right.
Replacement guy. He's just Coolio. He's replacement guy.
But what's funny is that this one's Coolio, but it has nothing to do with ice cream.
That's right. Or maybe we should just call him Coolio the replacement guy. I don't know. But he's not the replacement guy. He works here every day.
Right.
His defense, many people say, his defense is not exactly reassuring considering some of the wild comments the president has made in the company of rogue counterparts, such as Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Given the sensitivity of the issue, the complaint is likely to have come from an official familiar with the scope of presidential power. It was signed off as urgent and credible by the Inspector General as somebody who was appointed by Donald Trump, who thought Congress should know in line with the whistleblowing laws. So, the person who is the whistleblower, he was dumb enough. The appointee, by Donald Trump, he was also dumb enough.
Right.
Now, today, House Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff told reporters that Congress will get to the bottom of the whistleblower complaint come hell or high water, and added that the complaint involves something more sinister than a policy difference. And I kind of believe that one.
Absolutely.
I believe that one.
Yeah.
You believe that one?
I think I do.
I'm a smart guy. I think I believe it's a little more sinister.
I think it's, I don't think it's just like I feel this way, you feel this way. Yeah, no. This is gross. Something is afoot.
Yeah. Now, whether this involves the Ukraine or some other country, that the other finding that the director of the National Intelligence had to make was that this does not involve a policy difference, because that doesn't qualify as an urgent complaint. So whatever the whistleblower was whistling had nothing to do with foreign policy.
Right.
Because if it had something to do with foreign policy, it would not have been marked as an urgent whistleblower complaint.
Right.
And who marked it as an urgent whistleblower complaint? None other than Donald Trump's own appointee.
Right, like the Inspector General of this.
Meanwhile, today you went and visited the protest.
Yes.
Right? Millions of people in over 100 countries left their schools and work today to march in the climate strike. Now, as we discussed earlier in the week, 16-year-old Swedish climate activist Greta Thunberg has in the past helped to organize and inspire walkouts known as Fridays for Future movement, but today's constituted the largest climate strike in the history of the world.
Wow.
Yes.
That is huge.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, today's strike was scheduled ahead of the UN Climate Action Summit on Monday. The goal is to up the pressure on politicians and people of all generations, not just teens. Now, thousands of young people and adults marched throughout Lower Manhattan today. The New York City school system excused students because if they had their parents' permission to take part in today's protest. Mayor Bill de Blasio's office said on Twitter, "The climate strike is about our future. Either we have one or we don't." Congratulations to Mayor de Blasio. He actually made it back to New York City. For the climate strike, because he realized, well done, Mayor, because he realized he had no chance at winning the president, so he was bowed out earlier today. What's interesting is it's not only happening in schools, but it's happening in many huge companies.
Right.
Amazon employees walked out because Amazon is not doing enough to curb their carbon footprint. Amazon, in their defense, over 1,000 Amazon employees walked out of work today to strike against climate change and said Amazon is causing it. Now, Amazon said yesterday when they got wind wind is good.
Right.
Okay, when they got wind of the walkout by the Amazon employees,
Right.
they said that they are fully committed to the goals of the Paris Climate Agreement and that they would be getting their company to net zero carbon emissions by 2040, 10 years before the Paris Accords.
I gotta tell you, I'm so excited for you guys to see this on Monday when we really talk about this, because those kids are gonna save the planet. Like, I have never felt more positive and more hopeful than I do today because of what that atmosphere felt like. That was unbelievable. That was
awesome.
insane.
Yeah. Now, in other news, the Colt gun manufacturer, which sells the most popular rifle in America, the AR-15, the most popular rifle, they have decided they are no longer going to sell it to the public, only to military and police now.
That's amazing. That's amazing news.
Colt's chief executive officer, Dennis Valou, said in a written statement, "The fact of the matter is, over the last few years, the market for modern sporting rifles has experienced significant excess manufacturing capacity. Given this level of manufacturing capacity, we believe there's adequate supply for modern sporting rifles for the foreseeable future." Because there are more than 3 or 4 guns in America for every human being in America. Do you realize that? And by the way, since when is shooting off 36 rounds in 1 second? 36 rounds a second. That's what the AR-15 does. 36 bullets. When you say rounds, 36 bullets come out of this gun in 1 second. How is that a sport? That is not a sport. That is a killing machine.
Right.
Sheesh.
That is a killing machine.
Yeah.
And my belief, and I have no idea because I was not part of their internal discussions.
Memos, right.
Memos or anything like that. But my belief is that they're taking it off the market because of product liability lawsuits that are coming down the pipe. And they realize that what they are doing is they are manufacturing, promoting, and selling what is in essence a dangerous product.
Yeah.
Okay? And there is no reason that no one could ever go into a courtroom. That certainly convinced me that you need to shoot 36 bullets a second, to protect yourself from an intruder.
Right.
Okay? Or to shoot Bambi in sport.
Right.
Okay?
There won't even be any meat left.
Exactly. So there is only one, and so it is a dangerous product.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and they are going to be sued for it, and they are being sued for it, and I think that is also one of the reasons, because they're trying to save their company.
You know, when Jillibean texted me this last night, the first thing that just ran through my mind is I cannot believe that we're at the point where the gun manufacturers have to regulate themselves because too many people are using their products to kill other people before the government regulates them.
Yes, isn't that sad?
Bananas, it blew my mind.
Isn't that sad? But they're regulating for money.
Right,
as
which was...
as Jilly said in my ear. Meanwhile, in top news today, okay, because it's like we kind of went out of order. This is actually the top news of the day.
Okay.
The Area 51 raid is happening.
Wait, what?
It's happening right now as we speak.
Please.
That's right.
Raid Area 51. Thousands of people in search of aliens. Bragging rights are just a good time. They have descended onto this desolate Nevada town to storm Area 51. It is this weekend.
Wait, for
now
real?
There are 2 competing storm Area 51 parties going on right now. I don't know if anybody's actually going to go jump the fence.
Yeah.
But there are 2 competing parties right now. But I want to announce a third one as well.
Oh.
Okay, so there's one competing party right outside the fence of Area 51. And they've set up a tent and music and beer and everything else, and people are dressed up as aliens, and maybe they're going to get drunk, and maybe a few people will try to raid Area 51.
Lord.
I don't know. There's also a competing party in downtown Las Vegas sponsored by Bud Light.
Okay.
Okay. What has not been announced, but I'm going to announce now on Brad's Show Live, there's a third competing party. Okay, the Raid Apartment 9J party. Okay, the Raid Apartment 9J party will be going on in the hallways of Dr. Yo-Yo's apartment building tonight. We are all going to dress up as whatever we feel like.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we are going to try to raid Apartment 9J. The doorman
Best of luck.
is on lookout, but I'm thinking he
big
can't.
buff doorman.
But I'm thinking the doorman can't stop us all.
No, they can't.
Right.
A few of us will have to go down for the team, but that's
right.
just the way it's going to have to go.
Use your strong ones in front.
Replacement Coolio is bringing the gear, and I'm going to send Kim in first. She'll be tackled.
Oh, no.
Yes, I'm going to send Kim in first. She'll be tackled, and I can just walk right in.
No, see, that's the thing. I'm going to sweet talk the doorman. I'm going to sweet talk right past them.
Trust me, won't work. Won't work.
What about $20?
All right. So it's still not, by the way, it's still not clear how many people are actually showing up to either one of these events, the Area 51 events. It's also not clear how many people are going to show up to Yo-Yo's doorman tonight.
Where exactly is Area 51 again?
Area 51 is in Nevada.
Nevada,
like
right?
just outside Rachel, Nevada.
All right.
Rachel.
Now, for those who need to make a couple extra bucks.
Present and accounted for.
All right. You want to make $1,300, Yo-Yo?
What?
What? Of course.
I was about to say hell yeah, but depending on what I've got
this
to
is
do.
a dream job or maybe a nightmare, depending on what you think of Stephen King movies.
I heard about this.
US Dish opened up a contest recently.
I actually would do this.
Well, they opened up a contest recently for one lucky horror fan to earn $1,300 to binge watch 13 classic Stephen King movies.
Oh yeah, I would do that.
To secure the prize. Take some notes, Yo-Yo.
All right.
The binge watcher will be asked to complete guided worksheets about their experience, including documenting their feelings before and after the movies, naming favorites, keeping a sleep log, and noting whether they were joined by any other viewers. They'll also be encouraged to promote the experience on social media.
I would do this.
Why don't you? Don't say I will do it.
How do I
do it?
apply?
The winner is going to be equipped with a survival kit.
Hell no.
The lineup includes
A survival kit?
Oh, yeah, survival kit consisting of a flashlight, a blanket, popcorn, candy, Stephen King related merch, as well as a Fitbit to track your heart rate.
Okay.
Now the movie lineup.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
let me
what
tell
I
you the
want to
movie
know.
lineup.
That's what I want to know.
Boy, he's scary.
That's
looks
Stephen
like,
King?
Yeah, he looks scary himself.
He looks like a
And he's so
clown.
smart. He's so smart.
I don't know if he's
terrifying.
he may be smart, but he's scary.
He looks
no,
like
if you ever hear him
an
speak,
evil
he's like-
Who.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I
from
mean, but
Whoville?
you imagine he's got to be a sick mind to come up with all this stuff in his mind and
100%.
write it out.
He
Right?
looks like he's sick.
Yeah. All right. So now the movie lineup includes Carrie, the original,
Okay,
or
love
the
that.
2013 remake.
Original.
Okay.
Always.
Children of the Corn.
Okay, that,
That
I
was
can get
scary
through.
as hell.
That was scary, but I
That
can
was
get
scary
through.
as hell. Children of the Corn. Christine.
I have not seen that.
Creepshow. That wasn't that scary.
Oh, I love Creepshow.
Okay. Cujo.
Cujo, I have never gotten through.
Dreamcatcher. I never saw it.
Oh,
It.
Dreamcatcher is great.
The original.
I don't know these.
It. The original.
Oh, I
It's
love
scary.
it. It was.
So you
The
could do
Mist,
this.
Pet Cemetery, Salem's Lot, The Shining, Thinner, and Misery. Misery was good with
Misery
Kathy,
is so good.
Kathy Lee Bates. She won an Academy Award for that, right?
Kathy Bates is the best.
I would do this.
I would do
I
this.
didn't know Stephen King did The
Let's
Shining
do it together.
with Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, you know.
I didn't know that was a Stephen King movie.
I did, but I did not know Dreamcatcher was.
Yeah.
I loved Dreamcatcher.
I know it wasn't The Shining Alfred Hitchcock, right?
No.
No.
It was
Stephen King.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, which was the scary Alfred Hitchcock one?
The Birds.
The Crows?
Psycho.
The Psycho.
Psycho.
Also
You're thinking of
with
Psycho.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Psycho was with
now,
Jack
no, when he goes, wah, wah,
That was
wah,
with-
wah.
That's Norman Bates.
That's Norman Bates.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not
Jack Nicholson wasn't in that.
He wasn't in that?
I don't think
Who was
so.
Norman Bates?
Some
other dude?
Creepy
Yeah.
looking white dude.
I thought it was Jack Nicholson was in that movie.
I just
Why did
know
think-
Jack Nicholson was in Shining.
But Jack Nicholson was not in. Who was in the movie when I got Anthony Perkins?
Yeah,
of
I knew
course,
it
an
wasn't
exact
Jack-
duplicate.
That was on the tip of my tongue.
An exact
Anthony
duplicate.
Perkins.
An exact duplicate. An
Right
exact
there.
duplicate of Jack
I
Nicholson.
want to know what Brad Squad thinks. Like, do you guys have any favorite?
By the way,
Halloween
you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta go to
Yeah, how do we do this?
www.usdish.com and you gotta
I feel like
enter,
I'm not gonna get it.
You
though.
gotta enter by Tuesday, October 15th.
Well, how are they picking?
You have to go do all of this and then submit your results, and then they're gonna pick you one person.
Wait, what?
Yeah. What? Huh?
Hell no.
Yeah. What?
Look.
I gotta do the work before I know if I'm gonna get
got me
paid or
twisted.
not.
Yes.
No,
What do I look like,
that's
Boo Boo
not.
the Fool?
No, yeah,
Correct.
no. I don't volunteer to do and promote everything, and then you decide whether
I
or not
legit
you want to pay
put
me.
www. I was ready to until you said
no,
that.
That's not how
Get
that
outta
works,
here.
Sam. That's not how that works.
All right. And finally, this just made me laugh.
Okay.
Okay, a man was getting fired at his job in New Zealand, and he brought with him, because he knew he was going to get fired, and he was very, very upset.
Yeah.
So he brought with him an emotional support clown to the meeting to get fired. Yes, Auckland ad man Joshua Jack said he sensed the bad news when he received an email from his employer telling him they need to have a meeting to discuss his role at work. The email mentioned being able to bring a support person, so Jack assumed the best, or maybe the worst. He says, I thought if it's either a promotion or I'm getting fired, so I thought it was best to bring in a professional. So I paid $200 and I hired a clown.
What?
Can you imagine?
$200?
Yes.
Auckland.
News of the support clown stunt quickly proliferated around New Zealand. The New Zealand Herald published a picture of Jack having a serious meeting with the emotional support clown and two employers seating across. We have a picture. I got to see this picture. The clown mimed crying.
What?
The clown mimed crying as Jack's employer slid the layoff paperwork across the table, and he created a balloon unicorn and poodle to lighten the mood as Jack was signing his termination papers. The guy's making balloon animals and he's signing the termination papers.
That is hilarious.
So Jack ultimately conceded the clown was a little distracting.
Yeah.
He said of the clown, it was sort of noisy, him making balloon animals and everything. So we did have to tell him to be quiet from time to time.
Can you imagine that sound while
As you're getting fired?
Now the clown thought it was a touch unusual, Jack said, but the clown said Jack said he was very overall supportive in the meeting, which begs the question: where would you bring an emotional support clown to lighten the mood? Like if you're in a fight with your boyfriend, would you bring an emotional support clown?
No, there's already a clown there.
They have fighting words already. You better apologize right now. You better apologize.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
But I would bring
Jonathan,
like a
where
meeting.
would you bring an emotional support? I hate clowns. I would not bring clowns.
I really hate clowns as well, so I don't know where I would bring one.
Yeah. And Julian says, "Girl, you're in timeout for that.
For forever.
Yeah. Or no, maybe I don't know if she's referring to you or somebody else, but I think you're going to be in a timeout, Belgium Kim, for that one.
It might be in the
All right. So why don't you please tell everybody how to share one last time while I get ready to answer some immigration questions?
Absolutely. All right, guys. First of all, we need you guys to please join the Brad Squad group on Facebook. So this goes for everybody on Facebook and everybody on YouTube. We're going to put a link. Do we ever put the link when I actually say it? Okay, good. We're going to put the link right now. And if you are new to the Brad Show Live, you guys have to click on this link and just click join. We will accept it today. And what you guys get with that is a bunch of different incentives. You guys get the first dibs for first 5 questions asked for social media questions, because we do not get to every single question every day. So you guys have to join in order to get that. Then we also put a bunch of videos, like fun stuff, just for you guys, all right? Nobody else. So if you're not a part of the actual Brad Squad, you're just out of the loop, all right? You don't want to be out of the loop because we're pretty dope, all right? Now for Facebook, we need you guys to share. The first thing is share. Please share to anybody that you know might need help. Any friends, family, ask friends and family if they might know somebody that needs help. That's a really good way to actually get it to people who actually need the help, all right? So you will be helping people from all over if you just share. All you have to do is click on that little arrow that says share it to people's pages, share the inbox, make it a little intimate, be like, hey, happy Friday, I got a present for you, here, watch the show, because you're gonna learn some stuff, all right? And also, we want you guys to start a watch party. So all you have to do is very simple. If you've never started a watch party, I want to tell you guys exactly what it does. Is you guys start a watch party, it goes to your actual page and it sends a ding notification to your entire friends group, all right? So that's an easy way to tell your friends what you're watching and introduce them to the show. Let them know in your little comment section, because it's your own comment section. Let them know about the show, give them a little, synopsis, a little, just let them know that we're pretty awesome over here, all right? And then also come back to the main page, and also please please put your social media questions in right now. Also, let us know what you guys think about the show today. Anything we're talking about, like, love, smiley face, sad face, wow face, mad face, whatever you're feeling, make sure you show us in the comment section. All right, now what are we gonna do on YouTube?
On YouTube, you guys have it fairly easy. The first thing you need to do is make sure that you've also joined the Brad Squad. We're gonna leave the link in there. But subscribe, hit that little red rectangle, hit that little bell right beside it, because sometimes we go live at 5:15. That's never happened. But sometimes we go live late. Sometimes we pop up at 2 p.m. If you don't hit that little bell, you'll never know, fam. So make sure that you hit that bell. Also, make sure that you're telling us everything you think and feel. And if you have not gotten your immigration question in yet, you need to hurry up, because I can't guarantee you that we're going to do this. So, like, you need to do it, because we're going to do a social media check-in. But do you see how many questions and how many people we have to help? Get your questions in right now. Leave those comments for us. Tell us how you think and feel about these wonderful calls, and make sure that you're sharing the show. Hit share, hit copy link, and then paste it, literally, family, paste it wherever you send any text ever. WhatsApp, Viber, Textra, smoke signals, carrier pigeon. If you go like Marco Polo or like real old school apps, you can. However you want to do
Black
it.
Planet.
Just, yeah, exactly. With the walkie-talkie app.
Right.
See, you can even use the walkie-talkie app to be like, yo, go check this show out. And then send them the link through there. That's fine. But please, let us know. And now is the time you've all been waiting for. It's the time we're going to be getting answers to your immigration questions.
All right, let's go to Winniefared in the Bronx. Winniefared. Winniefared in the Bronx. How are you?
How you doing?
Good. What's going on?
Boy, I'm there. I want to ask you something. You know, come here, something for do down the yard.
All right, but now you got me.
Yeah, my son have 3 kids there, where him not take care of them, and one time the police then they call me to come get them. Otherwise, they're gonna put them in a home. So I beg them never to do that.
Why were the police coming get them? You're taking care of them?
No.
Why are they coming? Why are the police coming to get them? I don't understand.
They report that he's abusing them.
They report who's abusing who?
The father.
The father's abuse. They reported that the father is abusing.
The father.
One sec, Winifred, I'm lost already. These kids live with you, or they live with somebody else?
No, I'm not in Jamaica. If I was home, I would take them.
These children are in Jamaica.
But now I want to know, what can I do, because I want to take them away from them. I want to adopt them or get the guardian or something for them.
All right. How old are the children?
They're 12 and 9.
12 and 9. Where's the mother of these children?
The mother don't have anything to keep them. Like, you know, have no place to put them in. So that's why she don't have it.
All right. So then what you want to do is, these kids sound like they're basically orphaned. The mother disappeared. The father's abusing them. He's probably going to be, the kids are probably going to be taken out of their home any moment now. Basically, you have to go down to Jamaica and have the parents stripped of their parental rights, because the father's an abuser and the mother's abandoned these children. And then at the same exact time, you do that, let them live with another relative or a friend for 6-9 months till you get this all resolved. Get them out of the house with the father who's hitting them. And then at the same time you're doing that, you go here in the United States, you live in the Bronx, so you go into the Bronx Supreme Court and you do what's called the pre-adoption. And you go and have a social worker come to your home and show that you have a nice clean home, and you show that you don't have a criminal record and you're going to be a good mother to these children, and you submit everything to a judge in the Bronx, and the judge will sign a piece of paper. It's called a pre-adoption certificate, saying that he's satisfied, and as a result, he will issue an adoption once the kids come up here. Now you have this pre-adoption certificate, and what you can do is then file it for their green cards in I-601. They can go I-600, excuse me. They can go down to Jamaica, get them, bring them up with their green cards. They now have green cards. You then complete the adoption. They become automatic citizens.
Oh, so I have to go to the I have to go to the court.
No, you have to go to a lawyer first, because it sounds like you're going to be.
That's why I'm talking to you.
Okay, so what you do is, I do all of this for you. I've just told you through the process, but if you didn't get it all, come see me anyway, because you're going to need a lawyer to do it. It's not going to be done by yourself, okay? So hold on.
I'm going to use you. I already using
Thank
you. Remember me?
I don't remember you, but when I see your face, I will. I promise. Hold on. Let's go to Sharon in Wilmington, North Carolina. Sharon.
Hi, Brad.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
What's going on?
I'm calling on the behalf of my brother-in-law. He resides in Jamaica, and he received a notice from the Jamaican embassy that his fiancée visa case is going to be it's being processed, and for him to follow instructions that are enclosed very carefully. But he stated that there were no instructions within the packet of documents. So what would he need to do? Would he need to contact the Jamaican embassy, or could you tell me what's the next process?
Contact the National Visa Center up in Portsmouth.
National Visa Center?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome. Let's go to Heidi in Chicago, Illinois. Heidi. Or Hattie.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. I have two questions.
Go ahead.
That's from my friend. Both of them don't speak English, so they want me to ask the question.
Go ahead.
One, she said that she got here in February, but her husband hasn't paid for the green card yet, and she has Medicaid. She was asking if the Medicaid gonna affect when her husband pays for her green card.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. And then my second question is...
And by the way, now, this is the rule with Medicaid as of October 15th. If you as the petitioner are on Medicaid for 12 out of 36 months, they're going to assume that your spouse will also. And there's going to be a big negative factor in him or her getting a green card.
Oh, okay.
So get off.
Yeah, thank you. My other friend, her husband used to marry his cousin and then sponsor her and brought her here, and they got divorced. And then they got married. Like the husband married her and then brought her here again. And then she got 2 years green card. When her green card expired last June, she went to renew it, but they still ask her question to bring proof. Because her and her husband and her ex-husband live in the same house. Oh, she was asking if them three having the same address is the reason why they haven't give her another green card.
Most likely, if she's living with her ex-husband and claiming her ex-husband lives in the house along with her current husband, that's...
No, she's living with her current husband that brought her here, but her husband has an ex-wife that them two live in the same house because
well, it's the same
the
difference.
Husband's ex-wife is the husband.
Yeah, the husband's ex-wife and the husband live in the same house as this woman. They are believing what they believe is that the real relationship is between the husband and the ex-wife, and the husband basically divorced this ex-wife and married this woman just to get a green card, and she's paying this man. That's what they believe. So that is the burden you now have to overcome.
Oh, okay.
So it's a big problem.
All right.
They need a good lawyer. Okay, hold on.
All right.
Let's go to Dana in Louisville, Kentucky. Dana.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Dana. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
I have a few questions for you. My husband recently submitted his adjustment of status just about a month ago, and we're a bit nervous about the affidavit of support. So currently we're looking for a joint sponsor just in case. So the first question is about the joint sponsor. If he has an unborn child, would he have to count them as a dependent?
No, not until the child's born.
Okay, so what if the child's born in like a month and he submits the paperwork?
Then you would have to amend the affidavit of support at the time of the interview.
Okay. Okay, so the second question is, should we wait for an RFE or should we go ahead and send a new...
No, don't send it. You never send anything to immigration unless they ask you for it. And then if you're concerned about the problem still and they didn't ask you for it, just bring it to the interview.
Okay.
But don't send it. If you send it in without an RFE or a letter from immigration, it's never going to get to your file. It's going to get lost because they do everything with barcodes on the RFEs.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
All right.
And then third question is, before we got married a few months ago, I was my parents' dependent, and I still have Medicaid based on their income. Would it help to get rid of it right
Yes.
now, or does it not matter because I've been using it this past year?
Get off it immediately, and hopefully you file the adjustment before October 15th.
Okay, well, it's already filed.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'd still get off it.
Okay, and then last question. My husband did an unpaid internship for class credit in college. He didn't write that down under employment history in his application. Is that going to be a problem?
No, you could. But if you're so concerned, you can just tell him at the interview you forgot to put it down. But the fact that you worked out of status or anything like that, it's not a bar to getting a green card, so it's fine.
Okay. All right.
All
Thank
right?
you.
You're very welcome. All right, let's go to Juliet in Hyattsville, Maryland. Juliet.
Hi, Brent.
Hi,
Evening. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm fine. I have a question real quick, Brent. I have a family friend. She got married in 2016, and she sent off her whatever paperwork that was, and she got back a receipt from them in 2017, and to this date she has not heard or gotten anything at all from them.
What was the paperwork she submitted in 2016?
She didn't really break that down to me, but whatever form,
Who's sponsoring her?
Her husband, because she got married here.
She got married
here.
And her husband's a resident or a citizen?
He's a citizen.
And where is she now?
She's in Florida, somewhere down near Florida.
All right, so one of two things. Either she totally screwed up the case and it's been denied and she has no idea, or two, immigration's completely lost her case and she's completely off their radar. We don't know. I have no idea. But she would need to have a consultation with me and we can find out and figure what's going on.
Because that's what I was telling her. I told her something is definitely wrong.
It's not definitely. It is 100% wrong. You are correct. It's either been denied and she doesn't know it, or her case is the wheels came off the case at some point. I don't know.
Because she was the one who tried to do the forms on her own, and I was wondering if she made some form of error on the form.
It's very possible. I don't know. How would I have any idea? All I can tell you is that what your intuition is correct. Something's wrong, and then we got to figure it out.
Okay, so how do we go from here?
Hold on, you make an appointment. Hold on. Let's go to Micah in San Jose, California. Micah.
Hi, this is Micah.
How are you, Micah?
Good. I have two questions.
Yes.
Okay, my first question is, I filed an I-130 petition for my husband, and I want to know, would he be eligible to apply for a visa to come to the United States? Because I'm going to be having a double knee replacement, and I need him to be here to help me. Can he do that?
Are you a resident or a citizen? Are you a resident or a citizen?
I'm a citizen.
Well, you can file a K3 petition. I don't know if it's going to be any faster, but they're not going to give him a visitor's visa to come visit you to help you with your double knee replacement.
No? Okay.
But you can try the K3, but it's still going to take 8, 9, 10 months.
Okay. Thank you. And so then the second question is, how long does it take for them to make a decision on the I-130 petition?
It should take 6 months. It's taken closer to 15 to 16 months. If you're waiting over 12 months, you should file a mandamus to move it along.
If it takes 12 months, I should do what?
A mandamus. It's a lawsuit against the government to force them to do their job. Okay. The way Donald Trump is reducing immigration is he reduces it by not making decisions on cases.
Okay, but it usually takes about 6 months.
It's supposed to be 6 months. There's no way it's 6 months. It's going to be at least 12 to 18 months now.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Let's go to Carlene in Kissimmee, Florida. Carlene.
Hi, Brad. Good evening and squad. I'm okay.
What's going on?
All right. Our question is, I withdraw my VOA, adjustment of status, and I wanted to find out is it possible for me to still file for a working permit?
If you withdrew it, no.
Although I withdraw.
If you withdrew your VAWA, you can't file for a work permit on it.
Okay. All right. Is it better for my son now to put in a I-130 for me now? He's getting his citizenship next year.
No, he cannot do anything for you till he's a citizen.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go to Iris in Providence, Rhode Island. Iris.
Hi, Brad. How are you?
How you doing?
Oh my God, I'm so excited to be the show.
All right, what's going on?
I tried for so long to get through.
All right, well, you got me now. You got me now.
Okay. And let me tell you something. Thank you so much for help all the community.
My pleasure.
You're a great lawyer.
Thank
a great
you.
lawyer.
Thank you.
I got a quick question for you.
Yes.
I got two. I had a friend that he came here with a visa, I think B1 and B2.
Right.
He overstayed for 6 months, and he decided now to marry a friend of us. And do you think it's going to affect him for the adjustment status if he don't do it before the 15th?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's much more difficult after the 15th. There's additional forms you have to prove that you're unlikely to become a public charge. There's factors that have to be weighed on your age and employment history and everything else. It's a much more simple process before October 15th.
Now, the adjustment status is only for citizens that they can adjustment status, not a green card holder, right?
Correct.
And another question that I have.
But now a green card holder, right now the priority dates are current for green card holders. So if you get married to a green card holder and you're in legal status, you can adjust.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. And now another question that I have. I had another friend that he wants to apply for a work permit. He's married, a green card holder. Can he do that?
Again, if he's in legal status, yes. If he's not in legal status, no.
Okay. Thank you, Brad.
All right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Let's go to Millicent in the Bronx. Millicent.
Hello.
Hi,
Millicent.
Millicent.
Brad. How you doing?
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm good. My brother, right? He filed for the I-130.
Yes.
And he get approved.
Yes.
Now he's sending the I-485. Right? He's still waiting. But I want to know if he have to send in the affidavit before the October the 15th.
And as long as he did the I-45 and it's filed, he's fine.
Okay. And the next question again. One person can file for two affidavits?
Yes, as long as they make enough. Yes, as long as they make enough money.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
I'm your client. No, thank you so much, Brad.
Okay, thank you, Millicent. All right, let's go to Kevin in Orlando. Kevin. Let's go to Rona in Rockville, Maryland. Rona.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
I'm okay.
What's going on?
3 questions.
Yes.
My mom filed for my sisters in Jamaica, and one of them have 3 kids. One of the kids is turned 21. I think she's 22 now. Will she be able to come still?
There's something called the Child Status Protection Act, but I don't know if she would qualify or not. I would need to see the case.
Do they have to put their social media account on the filing papers?
Yes.
The papers that that's coming through now?
Yep.
And if somebody is helping her to do this affidavit of support, if the person hold money to tax return, can the person still be?
It has nothing to do with owing money.
Okay.
Okay. It's just how much did you file on your tax returns?
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Let's go to David in Dallas, Texas. David.
Yes, hello.
How are you?
Brad, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I was going to ask you a quick question, 2 quick questions, if you don't mind.
Yes, go ahead.
I filed for N400.
Yes.
That was 2014, and I was denied simply because they made me understand that my wife's daughter filed for food stamp. What do you call it? Is it Medicaid or Medicare?
But you can't be denied citizenship because your wife's daughter filed for Medicare. That's not the reason.
Yeah. No, they said my wife's daughter filed, and I didn't reveal it because when they asked me at the interview, I told them no. So come to find out that she filed without my knowledge.
But that's still, that can't be a reason. Okay, but that's what happened. And maybe it is the reason, but that's not a lawful reason to deny you. Okay.
So
now,
so
it's now 5 years later. What's happened?
Yeah, my question is, I've already filed, and my wife is trying to ask. She lost her job and is trying to get a government assistance. Will that affect me?
Yes. For citizenship, no. For getting a green card, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Then my second question is, I have a friend that came here on B1, B2, I believe. Yes, B1, B2, and got married to her husband. And 2 months later, she found out he's into drug dealing.
Right.
And she left the home.
Okay.
And he went to prison. So he's back now, and by the time he was in prison, she ended up divorcing him. And I think she said, how soon can she marry? Because while he was in prison, she was dating someone else.
So what's the point? Well, get the question. What's the question?
The question is, how soon can she just got her divorce, and how soon can she get married?
She can go get married the next day. Tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you very much, Brad.
Okay, you're welcome. That was a question that could have been asked in 30 seconds.
Right.
But he had to color it. He had to give us color about the drug dealer, and he's in prison, and had nothing to do with the question.
But you know what?
What made it interesting?
It made it interesting,
That's
especially
right.
for the Brad Squad.
That's right.
So I'm not mad.
All right, Kevin in Orlando. Kevin. Kevin, come on. It's the second time I'm trying for you.
That thing.
Kevin.
What is you doing?
What is up with Kevin? It's the second time I've tried with Kevin.
Kev?
Should I try one last time?
Yes.
And this is it. Kevin!
Hello.
Whoa! This was the last time. I've tried 3 times with you. Okay, what's going on?
Sorry, I just have a small question I want to ask. I had a problem with my friend and his girlfriend, and he threatened me to call USCIS and tell them that my marriage was fake. So I'm just worried if that's going to affect my case or no.
It only affects your case if your marriage is fake. If your marriage is real, I wouldn't worry 2 cents about it.
Okay, but they're not going to ask me about it for an interview or tell me that somebody called or anything?
Yeah, they're going to say, somebody called, says your marriage is fake, prove it's real. Here it is. Come visit us. We live together. Here's all our economic documentation.
Okay. So they're not going to look at that tip too much, or they will look at it?
Kevin.
Yeah.
If what the man is saying in the tip is true, you got to be worried. If you are in a loving, bona fide relationship with your wife, you got nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Got it?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. So, Belgium Kim.
Yeah.
If you're ever in a construction site,
Which I often am.
which sometimes you are,
Yeah.
and you're in an accident,
Yeah.
you are due compensation for your injuries and loss of ability to work. But insurance companies are going to usually fight to give you 1 penny. And if you don't play your cards right, you may unwittingly hurt your case. Spar & Bernstein's personal injury attorney and partner, Moshe the Bulldozer Baruch, discusses one of the biggest pitfalls to watch out for in an accident case. Let's watch. Every year, 10% of construction workers in the United States of America get injured on the job. According to the Census of Fatal Occupational Injuries in 2017 alone, 5,147 construction workers died on the job. When an accident leaves a construction worker incapacitated, they and their families lose the financial security they once had. A good attorney is needed to make sure that the injured parties are compensated to the highest level, because most of the time they will never be able to work again. And there is one bite of the apple when it comes to fighting for compensation in court. With me to discuss what to do if you or your loved one is involved in a job construction accident is Spar & Bernstein's very own personal injury attorney and partner, Moshe the Bulldozer Baruch. Moshe, how are you?
Good.
We've already talked about, if you've been watching our series here, about using your telephone, not speaking to people, taking videos and pictures of what's around you, not trusting anyone but your doctors and your lawyers, going to the hospital by an ambulance who can document what happened, and now going for medical treatment. What are some of the pitfalls, Moshe, that somebody out there can do that they wouldn't be thinking otherwise is a problem that's going to come back and haunt them to affect their construction accident case?
So Brad, I tell people this all the time. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy. And when I say that, I mean if you're complaining of pain to your lower back, you don't go and put videos of you doing yoga on Facebook, Brad.
Did that really happen?
That has happened to us several times, and not particularly this situation, but we did have a client who was injured severely to her back.
And she was really, to her credit, she was injured.
She was injured.
And did this through the pain.
Oh, absolutely. But the problem was she thought doing yoga would help alleviate the pain that she had. But because insurance companies are involved, what the insurance companies do is they go out and investigate what she's doing in her private life. And what they found in this case, Brad, was that she was teaching yoga. She was a yoga instructor. And so when the insurance company sees that, they don't believe that you're injured anymore. Although, again, yoga, for purposes of yoga, you want to make yourself feel better.
Even though she was legitimately in pain, legitimate injuries, she did things that maybe worked through her injuries, that you can take this video and show it to a jury and say, jury, does this woman look like she's in pain?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Does this woman look like she deserves millions of dollars? No. Even though she's literally in pain, even though what the doctors are saying are truthful, a video is very demonstrative and can sway people's minds. Insurance companies look at your social media all the time. You have to be really, really smart about what you're putting on social media, what you're doing in social media, correct?
Absolutely. That's one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're injured is they put their personal lives on Facebook, and you're showing the world that you're living a good, healthy life. And you don't want to do that because an insurance company, that's ammunition for them. And you don't want to give them that ammunition, Brad.
Tell us about a case, Moshe, where somebody listened to you, they didn't put anything on social media, a good construction case where you were able to handle it.
One of my clients was very smart. What he did was he deleted his Facebook account, he deleted his Instagram because it was a huge case, Brad. And what he did was he put an alter ego as his Facebook name, and now that when an insurance company is trying to go and search for his name, they couldn't find it. So that guy, Brad, who protected his Facebook account by using an alter ego, we got him $3.5 million.
Wow, that's amazing. Great job, Moshe.
Thank you, Brad. And that's one of the best things you can do. I'm not advocating for that because obviously some people don't want to do that, but that just shows you what lengths people are willing to go to protect their case, and I think that's very important.
All right. Well, Moshe, you've gotten people millions and millions of dollars in construction accidents, literally millions of dollars, case after case after case, and God forbid anybody is injured in an accident. You need Moshe Baruch, the bulldozer, to help you. Because the difference between getting millions of dollars and getting something less than millions of dollars is going to be the attorney that you hire. Give us a call. Give Moshe a call here at Spar & Bernstein, 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465, 1-800-529-5465. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. All right, and by the way, that was a very quick cut there.
Yeah,
I realized I wasn't ready for that. By the way, I do have to remind everybody, we do have Instagram accounts. I owe some people some answers. I've been busy today.
Do you? I thought you were going to say money. I was like, don't be saying that.
Right, that's what it sounded like you were about to say.
On Instagram, boy, I know where your mind is thinking, right?
He's like, I owe people some answers. And
Right.
I was like,
I owe people some answers. I know, I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
All right, they're piling up.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, when you say, if I know who you are, all of a sudden everybody seems to know.
Jeez.
Right, they claim I know who they am.
They've been watching the show for 20 years,
There's lots of claims that I know who they are.
You probably have a bunch of Lady Hewitts and Tamika Nelson.
Yes.
Hey, I'm Tamika Nelson, and it really isn't.
Nope.
So if you want, you can certainly follow me on @RealBradBernstein on Instagram. And if I do know who you are and you want to slide into my DM, as Belgium Kim likes to say, or many millennials, not only Belgium Kim. If you like to slide into my DM, you have a quick question. Quick. Don't give me like, the encyclopedia. Give me a quick question. Happy to help you if I can. If not, I'll tell you to make a consultation with me. And you can follow me @RealBradBernstein. And besides sliding into my DM, you can like my pictures and see where I'm traveling and all sorts of other fun stuff about Real Brad Bernstein.
Absolutely.
And you can also follow @Bradshaw Live. If you follow @Bradshaw Live, you're not talking to me, you're talking to Little Caesar Pizza.
Pizza.
But you can see all the highlights from our shows in the past in our stories, as well as some of our fantastic produced pieces as well.
You're like a hype man.
You are.
No, you are.
Me?
He's
Why
like,
am I a
it's
hype
like
man?
pizza, pizza. You're like pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. That's literally the job. That is the literal job. We are hype men.
We are
That's
the hype
what
men.
we do.
The echo.
So, and you can follow me at Travel Queen Kim. And right now I've got a story up about the climate strike that I went to today. So you'll see some inside look at that.
Awesome. And you can follow me at Jonathan Elias TV. It is the weekend, so you already know I'll have stuff to post.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Social media check-in?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh.
Our first question is from Jumping Drew, who said, I'm a resident alien. Can I file for my siblings in Jamaica if I'm married to a citizen?
If you're married to a citizen, you cannot file for your siblings until you are yourself a citizen.
All right, our next one comes from Susan Bailey saying, my friend came on a B2 visa and got married before the 90 days. What's the hope for her? She was only...
The hope is she needs a good waiver. That's what the hope is.
PJ said, how long will it take for my petition to be approved if I'm based in the Philippines and my spouse filed for the I-130 in Hawaii last June and USCIS received it in July of 2018? Is it time for my spouse to file the mandamus this early?
Yes, it is, because it's been over a year.
Douglas wants to know, what are the financial requirements for a marriage-based adjustment of status? And what if the U.S. spouse has not filed the taxes in the last 2 years?
Well, there's new rules now.
Okay.
So before October 15th, the spouse had to be 125% above the poverty level. They don't have tax returns. You get a second affidavit of support from somebody else. So they're 125% above the poverty level. Very straightforward. Now, not only do you have to be 125% above the poverty level, you got to do these affidavits of support. There is now a new 19-page form that has to be filled out as of October 15th, where you have to show that it is more likely than not that you will not become a public charge anytime in the future. And they define public charge as taking any sort of government benefits, whether it's federal, state, or local. Mm-hmm. So when everyone calls, I have this mass health insurance, that's state benefits. Right. For any period from any period over 36 months that the officer has to figure out for the rest of your life in America, not for the next 5 years, not for the next 10 years, for the rest of your life in America,
wow,
you're not going to take any public assistance in any period between 12 to 36 months. So, they're going to look at your age, your employment history, your ability to get work, whether your spouse is buying you health insurance. And I was saying before that the presumption is that if you earn less than $62,000, the presumption is that you're going to be on public assistance at some point. And you got to really show you're not going to be. If you're over $62,000, the presumption flips the other way.
I see.
Gotcha.
So it just makes it way harder then.
Way harder.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Cardo said, I've been here since 2015, and today in 2019, I received my 10-year green card without a wife. How long do I need to wait to put in for citizenship?
I don't know how long you've had a green card. You got a 10-year green card without a wife.
Yeah.
Just got it.
Yeah.
5 years
Today.
from the day you got your green card. 5 years from today.
All right, Ava Bennett saying, my daughter is 24 years old. She came up on the student visa, filed the I-130 in May of 2015.
By the way, March Higgs has a very good question. How would anyone know what's going to happen in the future? Exactly. It is such a dumb rule, which is why I think that ultimately, and it's such a dumb rule because it's going to rely on as much as who's going to get through. It's going to be 50% who your lawyer is, and 50% luck of the draw who your immigration officer is. Mm-hmm. Because every immigration officer has to come up with their own discretionary opinion.
Which is insane.
Which is insane.
Right.
Now, they give things that are positive, things that are negative. Mm-hmm. So in other words, if you're between baby to 18, you can't support yourself.
Right.
So your sponsor better be earning a lot of money.
Oh, wow.
If you're over 61, the belief is you're not going to be working anymore. Your sponsor better be not only have a lot of money, but they better be able to show that you're going to be on health insurance. Because as you get older, you're going to need to go to a doctor.
Right.
And unless you can buy your own health insurance, you're going to be on government assistance. So almost every elderly person over 61 is going to need to show that they can afford to buy private health insurance. I'm not even talking about Obamacare insurance.
Right.
Because it even says in the regulation Obamacare insurance is not good enough. That's government assistance.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Obamacare, that's a government subsidy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's foul.
Yeah.
All right, Ava Bennett saying, my daughter is 24 years old. She came up on a student visa. I filed the I-130 in May 2015, and it was approved July 2019. The letter said it was sent to the NVC, and last week I got an email stating that there's a delay in sending to the NVC. How long is it going to take, and what do I do next? By the way, I'm a U.S. citizen.
Well, it should take about 8 weeks to go from USCIS to the National Visa Center. If it takes longer than that, everything is delayed. Everything. Getting the approval is delayed. Transferring a file is delayed. It's being done on purpose. It's not happening by accident. And the idea is that if they delay, people are going to get tired of waiting. People will break up their marriages. Okay, I was in a relationship with somebody in another country. It's very hard to maintain.
Yeah.
Right.
It's very hard to maintain.
And if you keep delaying
if you keep delaying it, 1, 2, 3 years, the frustration boils over. You're like, forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, people start straying. People say, you know what, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of putting my life on hold.
Yeah.
And this is how they avoid having people immigrate to America.
Absolutely.
Or not avoid, this is how they prevent people.
Right.
Absolutely. Wow. That's crazy.
So what you got to do...
It's a psychological mind game.
It is a psychological mind F.
Yeah.
It really is. So what you need to do is you've got to be proactive. You know, as soon as you see delays, you've got to file mandamuses. It's the only thing that pushes the cases along.
Absolutely. Our next question comes from Ben, who said, I had a girlfriend in Manila 3 years ago, and I helped her apply for a visa, but she got denied. We broke up later, and then she gave me gave my info to her friend, and she did a fraud using my info to get her tourist visa. But I married a Filipina girl 2 years ago, and she's in the process now with NVC, and soon she's going to have her interview. Do you think that she's going to have problems because of all the things with my ex, where my ex committed fraud using my identity?
I don't know what your ex did with your identity. What did she do?
It says that she gave his info to her friend that used it to get a tourist visa. Somehow used his information and his documents to get a tourist visa.
There's nothing that the friend could have done to get a tourist visa using your information. The only thing they could have possibly have said is, I'm going to go stay at Ben's house.
100%.
Okay, but that's it. Okay, whether she did or didn't, that has nothing to do with you sponsoring somebody else.
Right.
It's not like she signed an affidavit, or maybe they did, now that's fraud,
Right.
using your name saying, here's an affidavit, you know, Ben's going to support me during my trip to America. I don't know.
But do you need one for a tourist visa?
No, you don't. So there's no information that they could have used that they had of you that's going to come back and haunt you.
100%.
All right. Ben Liza saying, hey, awesome people. That's to us.
Yes. Oh, who's awesome? All of
Hi,
us.
awesome people.
We're the awesome people.
Right.
Yes. All right, I'm on an F1 visa. My fiance and I are planning a wedding by the 30th of this month. If I have to adjust my status before October 15th, will the time frame be favorable for my adjustment of status?
Yes, because before October 15th, the rules are much easier.
Hey.
Alanda Fash said, I applied for an expedite on the 4th of September for a work permit. It was approved on the 9th. How long do I have to wait for the response now? It's past the processing time.
So he got a letter saying that's approved, but he never got it in the mail?
Correct.
Should come in the mail within a week or two.
Hold out.
Oluwa Rotimi.
Hey.
It's my friend.
Yeah.
How long can you stay outside of the America when you're an American citizen?
Forever.
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 I knew that.
Forever.
But you have to keep paying taxes,
But you
right?
gotta keep paying taxes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So is that like why people would renounce their citizenship?
Absolutely.
Right. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Like
So
if you remember one of the founders of Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
when Facebook went public, he was not born in America. I think he was Brazilian.
Okay.
And he became a U.S. citizen. And then right before Facebook went public and he was going to make billions of dollars on the day they
Renounced
went public,
his citizenship.
He renounced his citizenship
Wow.
because he said, "I'm not going to pay American taxes."
I wouldn't either.
Genius, especially if his money is in Brazil,
Well,
he's paid
well,
way
he-
higher
he's-
taxes
he's,
here
he's
than
a,
there.
He's a genius because he came up with Facebook.
Right. Yeah, and when he got his billions of dollars, he got to keep it.
Or,
So if you're
or
making-
maybe he didn't come up with Facebook, but he was smart enough to be friends with Mark Zuckerberg, who brought him along.
It's all about who you know.
It's really
all
is.
about
It really
who you
is.
know.
Right. So if you're making money over the in another country, how are you paying taxes?
You pay taxes in America
for the money that you make in other
on income you earn around the world.
Oh.
Okay. Now you get an offset for part or all of the taxes that you pay in that other country. So, for example, let's say you go to Ethiopia, okay, and you host a New Year's Eve party, and hypothetically you get paid for that. You have to pay U.S. taxes on that.
What?
Yeah. Now you get an offset for the taxes that were paid in Ethiopia, if any.
I was about to say, how about if there are no taxes?
Then you will pay all of your
But
taxes
obviously,
here.
obviously, this is a hypothetical question.
Obviously.
Completely hypothetically.
Yes.
Completely.
Wow.
Owen Wilson, wow.
Yes.
Desreen said, how long after you get married to a U.S. citizen can you submit the paperwork?
The next day.
All right, Bridget saying, please explain the I-601 waiver and the likelihood of approval after 2 misdemeanor convictions that were expunged in Jamaica.
It depends on how long ago. First of all, expunged doesn't mean vacated. They're still there. If it was more than 15 years ago and they were just 2 simple crimes of moral turpitude, more than 15 years ago, it's a very simple waiver. You weigh all the good, all the bad. If it was more than 15 years ago, the good always outweighs the bad, you get your waiver. If it's less than 15 years, you have to show extreme and unusual hardship to your spouse. Those are the 2 different standards, depending on when the convictions were.
Tanisha said, my husband filed an I-130 petition for me back in January, and even now it's still not approved. He's a green card holder. What's happening?
Delaying. They're delaying.
What can they do? January 2018.
File a mandamus.
It's mandamus time, moms.
All right, Chuka saying, hey, Brett, a friend recently became a citizen and was on Medicaid. He made $55,000 a year. He wants to file and sponsor someone. Will the new public charge affect him, or should he stop the Medicaid before October 15th?
Stop the Medicaid now, because they're going to look at when that person goes on that interview. If you, the sponsor, were on Medicaid for 12 out of 36 months, the presumption is that the person you're sponsoring will be as well. It is a big negative factor.
I just hate
the
fact that they would have to get off of Medicaid. That's
one
so
exception, because we're going to get this call a lot. Pregnant women
Uh-huh.
and children under 21.
Okay.
So if you have U.S. citizen children under 21, or you yourself are pregnant, you're allowed to get Medicaid and keep on it for up to 60 days after the birth.
Oh, okay.
But that's it. God forbid you have cancer.
I was
You
just
should
about
die.
to say, there's a lot of people that it does not.
God forbid you have cancer, you should die in the street.
Oh my God. Oh,
It's like, what are you supposed to do? If you have Medicaid, that means you actually need it.
Right, like you cannot afford health insurance.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Yes.
But like, you don't.
Horrible.
This is a debate of whether or not health insurance is a human right. Is what it boils down to. It is. Let's.
Let me explain to you what a human right is.
Yeah.
A human right is to have proper health care.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If it's available. If
Absolutely.
science says it's available,
Right.
you should have proper health care.
Exactly.
Proper health care shouldn't only go to certain groups but not
Right.
other groups.
Exactly.
That's what is, to me, a human right.
Exactly.
You shouldn't withhold, this person is entitled to get a heart surgery. This person should die.
Right.
And to say, and if you use the program that we've put in place to help you in case you can't afford those things, you will not get anything else from us.
Right. And it's so hypocritical, Republicans. I find them hypocritical. I'm not a very religious person.
You're talking about Christianity and all that.
Yeah. I find it very hypocritical.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not a Christian. I'm not a man of God, not a pastor or anything. But I find it very hypocritical that they could say every life is worth something, and then turn around and say, no, every life is not worth. People have higher worths than others.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I find that hypocritical.
It is.
do
You're
too.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely
Sick.
right. Yeah, it's disgusting. Our final question of this social media check-in comes from Elizabeth Francis, who said, I came up on a K1 and my son came up on a K2. We got there on the 28th of October. I got a date for the 28th of October, but I haven't got any information about my son's. Should I take his passport along with 2 pics? So what I think happened is she got an interview date for October 28th for her K1 visa, but she did not get one for her son's K2 visa.
Was a K2 filed?
Yes.
Yeah, bring your son.
Bring the son to the
Yes.
to the K1. Okay.
Yes.
Glorious.
All right,
And
that's
all
it.
we got.
That's all we got. I got more.
What you got for us?
Yes. You know, we have played in the studio in the past, but this time we have sent Jonathan Yo-Yo Elias out on the street to test people's knowledge of wacky and weird laws in different countries around the world. Let's play at home and let's see how we do.
What's up, Brad Squad? It's your boy Jonathan Elias out here in the streets of New York, and it's a beautiful day to play a new game. So this is a new game that you guys aren't really familiar with. We've played it in studio, but now we're taking it to the streets. We're gonna test New Yorkers and see if they can guess where the wackiest laws from around the world come from. I want you guys to play as well, all right? Now let's go. All right, first question. In the United Kingdom, what is it illegal to shake in the street? A, a shake weight. B, your finger. C, your moneymaker. Or D, a rug?
I think a rug.
A rug.
I'll go for a rug as well.
It is a rug. In the UK, it is illegal to beat or shake a rug in the streets, but you can shake your doormat as long as it's before 8 a.m. Number 2, what is the punishment if you disrupt an Australian wedding? A, $50 fine. B, a $100 fine. C, $5,000 fine and community service. Or D, a $10,000 fine and up to 2 years in prison.
I think $100.
Wow. Yeah, let's go with D.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, and he gave you with the look.
Oh, I'd go for the top whack.
No, I'd go for B, $100 fine, B.
And you said
Oh,
D.
I want the top whack.
You got it. It is up to $10,000 fine or 2 years in prison.
Should be. It's right.
Why we don't go to Australia then?
So in Australia, it's up to $10,000 fine or 2 years in prison if you disrupt a wedding or a funeral. So basically, it's worth $10,000 to forever hold your peace under the Summary Offences Act. Now 3, what kind of clubs are outlawed in Iceland? A, nightclubs. B, strip clubs. C, book clubs. Or D, poker clubs?
Poker clubs.
I think poker clubs.
A, nightclubs. What was C?
Book clubs.
A book club.
I'd go for A.
Nightclubs? And how about you?
Let's go for that.
It's strip clubs. After 2010.
Mama never to go to Iceland. Okay, let's go.
Strip clubs are banned from Iceland. They were banned after 2010. So no lap dances, no strip clubs in Iceland. Don't go if you like strip clubs. All right, now in Argentina, a law states that Argentine nightclubs must play the same amount of what kind of music as all other forms of music combined? So A, tango, B, salsa, C, bachata, or D, dubstep?
Argentina. Dubstep? No.
No.
Bachata.
Salsa.
I'm going with tango.
Come through, yeah.
I go there during the winter time. Every winter I'm there for 2 months.
And they play a lot of tango.
A lot of tango.
Okay. Oh, see, look at you. Well-traveled, cultured, all of that. So if you're going to an Argentine nightclub, make sure you get your sexy dance shoes because it is legally mandated that half the music playing is going to be the tango. All right, 5. Which of these things are you allowed to drive or ride while drunk in Scotland? A, a cow. B, rollerblades. C, a steam engine. Or D, a mobility scooter?
Whoa. I mean, that's super tough.
Right. So the only one that you can ride or drive if you're drunk.
I feel like the question's a lot harder than I think it is. I'm gonna go with cows. I'm going with the cow.
Or ride.
I'm gonna go for the cow.
cow. Yeah, well, I'll go for that because I can't seem to do the others. Yeah.
Rollerblades are the only thing that you can ride while drunk. It is illegal.
We're going to Glasgow in a few months, which is in Scotland. Remind me, I must leave my rollerblades at home.
No, take them.
Oh, take them, okay.
Leave your cow at home.
I'll leave the cow at home, that's the one. I got this vision of all these drunk guys, you know, with beret, with ginger hair, riding a cow.
And it's illegal.
Hey, Jimmy.
If you're inebriated in Scotland, make sure you bring your rollerblades. Leave the cow at home, all right? Because you cannot use a steam engine, ride a cow, or use a mobility scooter. Actually, in 2009, a man got arrested because he used a mobility scooter while being drunk. In Denmark, what must a driver always check before starting a car? A, if they have a bottle of water. B, if there's a child under the car. C, tire pressure. Or D, airbags.
I'm going with airbags.
Let's go with tire pressure.
I think the B. The answer B. I don't know.
The child under the car.
Yeah,
yes. Good job, you got it. So in Denmark, before you start your engine, legally you have to check for lights, you gotta check the steering, you gotta honk the horn, and also check under the car for any children. In Thailand, what can't you forget to put on before leaving your house? A, shoes. B, socks. C, underwear. Or D, sunscreen.
Dude, oh my God.
You cannot forget to put this on before leaving the house in Thailand.
Is it like a law or like?
It is a law.
Huh.
I think shoes.
I'm going with shoes.
Underwear.
Underwear.
Shoes.
You finish off strong. No. Got it.
I wanted a high five.
In Thailand, it's illegal to go commando, so make sure you put on some undies before you go outside, all right? There you have it, Brad Squad. A fun game right there. We've never played that in the streets, but I can guarantee we're going to start playing that a lot more. We all had fun, and I learned a lot of stuff. I hope that you guys learned, too. Some things that we should not do in other countries, like you got to wear your underwear in Thailand. All right, back to the studio.
All right.
Who wore their underwear?
I would be safe in Thailand.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I would be safe. Are you safe in Thailand?
Today I am safe in Thailand.
Jonathan, you are not safe in Thailand.
Even today, I'm not safe in Thailand.
Jonathan has never been safe in Thailand, not one day in his life.
All right, let's put a minute and 45 seconds on the clock today.
Whoa!
15 questions. All right, well, are you ready? We haven't done 15 in a minute before.
Oh my goodness!
It's Friday.
This is Friday. Y'all really making this work.
We gotta do
Ready?
this. We got this.
Oh.
All right, you ready? Seriously, do not screw this up.
I'm not screwing it up. I got this. I'm not screwing it up. I got it.
All right.
By the way,
yeah.
Is it mandated that I get the questions right? Can I just say no to everything and then?
No.
I have to get the
Well,
questions right.
here's the problem. That's twofold. That's a twofold answer.
Yeah.
Yes, you have to get them all right, but we have no way to fact check you.
All right, I know.
Yeah, we just gotta trust you, so you really gotta use your integrity.
All right,
All right, ready? Maji said, I'm a 1 year and 8 months in administrative processing. I'm from Morocco on a CR1 visa. What should I do?
Mandamus.
Verinder said, I got white slip on 7th December 2018, my visa CR1, and I got provided all document they asked about on 1st of February 2019. What's up next?
Wait for a decision. If not more than 12 months, come see me for a mandamus.
Dahlia said, can I send an I-45 without the J1 waiver?
No.
Rose says, I'm a new permanent resident holder. Can I file for my mom who's here on a visit
No,
green
you have to
card?
be a citizen.
Sonia said, how long will it take if I file for my daughter living in Jamaica if I'm in Georgia?
If she's over 21, about 7-8 years and single.
Claudette says, my petition was done in my married name, but my passport is in my maiden name. Will that be a problem?
No.
Is your eligibility for N400 affected if the 10-year green card holder is divorced from their petitioner spouse?
Yes, you have to wait 5 years.
O'Brien said, I'm in New York from Jamaica. My last entry in the U.S. was in 2018, and I'm married to a U.S. citizen in June. I filed the adjustment in February of this year, did biometrics in March, but I haven't gotten updates. What is next?
Wait for a decision for an interview. Should come within about 12 months, so sometime over the winter.
Shazad said, my interview done 9 months ago, but no response from USCIS.
Mandamus.
Arlene said, do you know if USCIS office at 26 Federal Plaza is closed down? I call and no one's talking. talking.
No, they just don't answer.
Patrono says, VAWA approved 2019 of June. I-485 transfer. How long do I have to wait to get an interview?
We'll see what happens after the law changes in October.
Rajinder said, how much time is it taking for the I-601?
Over a year.
Crystal saying, if you have a pending I-130 or VAWA already in America, is it safe to travel to any state outside of the U.S.?
Yes.
Tarif said, is there any way that I can file a CSPA by myself?
No.
Jay says, my sister...
Come on, yo! You blew us
We
up,
wouldn't
man.
have gotten that.
In his
Who just
defense,
screamed?
that would be Jilly Bean in her deepest voice.
What did she say?
Jonathan!
It's like hot potato. It's not all on me, all right?
It totally is. But okay, wait. In his defense, the next two were slightly longer. That's why
Right.
he freaked
All right,
out.
what was it?
Lavender said, if a person has a green card and also has a Medicaid card, can he go to a different country?
Green card with a Medicaid card?
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, of course.
And what was the other one? With the VAWA? Can you travel? I didn't hear the whole thing. But
Okay, if you have a pending I-130 or a VAWA and already in America, is it safe to travel to any state inside of the United
Yes,
States?
it is. I stick with
You
that
said
answer.
that, right?
Yes, I stick with that answer.
Okay.
All right, comments of the day, Belgium Kim. Comments of the day.
Okay, our first one is from Ask That Lindo. We're going to go right down the line. Our first one's from Ask That Lindo, and she said, our Brad Squad's got a problem with their clothes, I'll tell you. I felt naked for the past couple days because I could not tune in to my favorite all-time program.
Why? What happened?
Why?
I don't know why she couldn't. We don't know, but she couldn't. And
Okay,
she
well,
was,
I'm glad she's back now.
and she felt naked. We made her feel naked, Brad.
Well,
That's what happened.
I'm glad she's back.
So, Brad, you're her clothing.
Okay, yes. Let me cover you.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, big bear
It's
hug.
a Brad blanket.
All right, our second one comes from Anthony Reed saying, hey, Brad Squad, just want to tell you guys thank you for all your great insights. Recently received my 10-year green card approved on the spot after I watched one of your shows where you said to amend the text. Wow.
Oh, yes.
Amazing.
A
Congratulations.
single show? That's all it took?
One show.
Man.
Changed the man's life.
Look at you.
Changed a man's life. I love it. I love it.
Man, this guy right here.
This guy.
Dusting the shoulders off.
Dusting the shoulders off. We got another one from Lisa Bling Rose who said, I'm at work and I see one of my coworkers watching Uncle Brad's show. So I turn around and I say that's my uncle, and she believed me.
That's great.
Y'all probably look alike just a little bit, right?
Yeah, 100%. They are the same shape. 100%.
Right. And we have one from Don Harriet saying, this show has me laughing too hard, barely a pain me.
Hey! Well done with the accent.
You like that?
I like that. He killed it. And our last one is from Shady Green. And Shady Green said, you guys do an amazing job. Very unique show. And this is a good idea, Brad. You guys need to bring it to broadcast TV.
That's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Who came up with that idea?
Shady Green, Brad.
Shady Green. We're going to do it, Shady. We're doing
That's
it.
right.
Broadcast TV.
Broadcast
I
TV.
love it.
Hello, NBC.
Here we come.
Here we come.
Got-
Pack up the truck. We're going uptown to Rockefeller Center.
Let's
We're
go.
gonna put on a show. We're gonna put on a show.
Woo! My Ethel Merman really comes out anytime we talk about doing a show. I really.
We're trying. Maybe one day we will be on broadcast TV, but we're trying. We certainly are.
You never know.
You never
Yeah,
know. You
absolutely.
never know. All right, everybody. We'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein Law Firm, located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAW-LINK. 1-800-529-5465.